terms of organizing such events like the World Cup.
Yes.
And we talked about majorly it was the broadcast. Leo tunataka kuingia broadcast deep.
More details
more details about the broadcasting.
Yeah.
How then broadcast brings money, because this World Cup FIFA is projecting to get a total revenue of 13 billion in that cycle of, because I think they have a cycle. What is called the financial, should they call it the financial year? A cycle.
Yeah.
It's 2023-26.
Yes.
So in that period of 2023-26, FIFA is projecting to get what? 13 billion dollars.
Dollars, yes.
Dollars.
Uh-huh.
And in that $13 billion, broadcast is having the highest chunk of it.
Yeah, so what we can say in terms of just how FIFA does their events, in terms of what brings in the most revenue, is broadcast.
It's broadcast.
Because broadcast is estimated to be around, especially for this World Cup, it's estimated that it will be around 3.9 billion USD.
Yes.
Which constitutes to around 44%
of the entire
total
earnings.
Revenue. So this, when you compare with sponsorship, when you compare with other ticketing or other avenues, the match day experience and what have you, it has the majority, brings in the majority of the money. And that is why it's very, very expensive.
No wonder juzi walikuwa.
No watu wanapigania hizo rights.
Juzi you heard there were a bit of diplomacy and negotiation in China, where I think they wanted, was it $300 million? It
was reduced to 60.
Then, of course, negotiation happened until it carried to 60. You have to give it to the Chinese.
That is an interesting one, by the way. I think we'll have a bigger conversation about that deal.
Yeah.
Yes, but from what we've seen, just majority of the money that comes into FIFA, it's of course through the broadcast rights.
Yes. And earlier I mentioned 13 billion, and that's like of 2023-2026.
Yeah.
In a reportiwa ya kwamba only this 2026 alone will generate 8.91 of that 13. So you can imagine what FIFA has done this year alone to generate them 8.91 that they could not generate from 2023 to 2025.
Yeah.
That's a very, very high in terms of revenue income. And if you look at the different confederations, because I think FIFA is divided into confederations, right? We have CONMEBOL, CAF, we had Europe, which is UEFA, and Asia. Inasemekana kwamba Europe is going to be having the highest.
Yes.
Most profitable in terms of broadcast with $1.1 billion.
Going for,
remember broadcast will say money 3.9?
Yeah,
3.9.
Yeah.
So out of 3.9, Europe alone is going to account for 1.4 billion.
Yeah.
So the rest of the other continents are going to share the 2.5 in the back.
Yeah.
In terms of broadcast.
Yeah.
UK alone now wame segregate now. Europe tukakuja UK peke now 350 million. So they are going to take part of that 1.4 billion. So UK is 350 million in terms of broadcast value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it just shows again there's demand. It's more or less the demand, and then in Europe, that is where football is.
Yeah.
The football culture is. So most people want to keep up with the World Cup. So it just shows how big football is currently in Europe. So that one I think totally makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And of course something interesting, of course we talked about it here some time back as well.
Yeah.
Something that is unique about this World Cup as well, in terms of FIFA has also tried to negotiate in terms of apart from the traditional media, just broadcast kawaida, in terms of the digital spaces.
The likes of YouTube.
The likes of YouTube, bringing on YouTube on board, in terms of that the YouTube will be able to show about just 10 minutes of a game. Some games on YouTube channels.
To kind of entice.
So it's more or less they are targeting the young audience. The Gen Zs, let's put it that way. Yeah. So they've seen most of them.
Who say TV measures?
Most of them are all in the streaming platforms or in the digital platforms. So unawapatia hiyo 10 minutes.
Unawapatia appetizer
kidogo, and then the idea is it will convert. Some of them will now try and figure out by the game iko wapi. This is interesting, I want to go and watch. Which
hopefully
because I'm not sure about it.
Kama ni big game, I can leave the 10. I can leave the 10 minutes and now look for the proper broadcast platform.
Yes.
But you can't tell me kama ni game ndogo.
Even just converting, hata inaweza kuwa game kubwa, but if I'm watching for that a bit, 10 minutes, and then now you want me to shift and start looking where can I watch this game? That attention span.
Another thing with
it's
football,
very tricky.
Another thing with football,
10
minutes is not enough to entice me because the game itself haijaingia into the
rhythm.
The rhythm. Ingekuwa round huko man 70s. The both teams are searching for an equalizer, am I searching for a winner? That can give me a bit of the the anger, the urge to go look for the broadcaster. But 10 minutes ndio game imeanza.
Because this is the first time they are doing this. Sort of an experiment, because also YouTube were part of the Qatar World Cup, but they were more or less just a small sponsor. Not their impact wasn't that big. And then this time they are a bigger partner. They negotiated a bigger deal. And in terms of your 10 minutes, I'm just my focus, I think, for this World Cup, apart from everything else and the games, is how this the returns on this aspect
and
of YouTube.
Hopefully FIFA can also maybe
I hope they can do a report.
Watupatie numbers.
They can do a report and numbers, and we see exactly what happened, what did not happen, what went right, because it's the first time. So you have to try and figure and see. Ilikuwa ina make sense or it was not making sense.
You see what CAF have been doing in terms of the talking about numbers in regards kama juzi game ya jana hii game ya Mamelodi Sundowns na AS FAR. There's a lot of conversation going on online from also coming from CAF saying how this CAF the tournament is going to be broadcasted across many countries. In fact, it was reported for the first time CAF Champions League final was live in Japan, South Korea, China for the first time. And also live in territories like Mexico, Germany.
So because even me, when I usually read the AFCON ones, the AFCON reports, most of the time I focused on the new territories because it tells you the impact and the growth. So it's not only in Africa, imefika Europe, and the moment you see it imefika Asia, that is great potential. It means now people are starting to get cognizant in terms of now kumbe there is a continent and they have African continent, they have the AFCON, they have their own Champions League, and then there is interest. Yes,
absolutely. Now for us, we are complaining about time zones. A time schedule ya World Cup. We are complaining too much. But I think if you're a broadcaster in the US, it is very good for you.
Perfect.
Because it's prime time for you.
It's prime time, yes. That is time ya NBA, times NFL, those games. So it's for them, it's perfect. It's prime time for
them. And I think, I'm pretty sure FIFA is going to utilize that. To make sure that if you are less, for example, you are a brand, you want to place your whatever you're selling or whatever the service you're offering, using broadcasters like Fox, Telemundo, CTV, this is now going to be an opportunity also to leverage on the prime time during these live matches. In as much as the other territories like Africa, huku, tuna complain time in mbaya, but I think in the US is very good. And I think in as much part of Europe here is not as badly off in terms of time difference.
The time zone. So I think when you struggle, son, of course, is this region, the African region, East Africa. The time seems zuri, but again, that explains why a lot of broadcasters in the US have paid some good money
because they know
for the rights. Wamekuwa wakipigania those rights. Several broadcasters, the ESPNs, the Foxes and what have you, most of them have paid some big money.
The games are being
because
played
they know this is suitable. It suits
for their market.
For their market.
I think tuko na phone call hapa. Hello, Sport FM. So that is the what to expect in terms of the World Cup 2026. And I think this time around, Russia 2028 generated 3.1 billion, Qatar 2022 generated 3.4 billion, and of course this one is going to be 3.9 billion plus. We can even go beyond
projected,
and that is just the projection. You can even go 4, you can even go 5, but it's a wait and see how this one.
Or maybe it can be less.
Chep, surely.
Qatar
was 3.4.
You never know.
Na tunaenda kwa wenye pesa.
So you never know. That's why it's projected.
Yes, that is the World Cup 2026. And remember, with also 104 games, because tumezoeanga 64. Sindio? Now there's an additional 40 games. That is an additional brand placement, kind of, if you ask me.
It adds more slots
for brand placement.
Yes.
So that's a way of FIFA getting money and broadcasters also getting their money, because at the end of the day, vile wamelipa pesa mingi to get the rights. It also means that they also have to charge these brands who are coming in pesa mingi to also recoup the money they've invested on this FIFA World Cup 2026. 17 days